Come and fly away with us. Episode 5. A man obsessed with freedom. So they say. Come on, let's go. Here we go. Come on, come on. Actually, this episode is about society. And living not under the constraints of it. You know, in a good way. It's not like all society's bad or something. But anyway, we're going to talk about it. Ready? Here we go! Do-do-do. So, what is society? What does that word even mean? Well, you know, you could look it up. But, essentially all the people living together. If you live in the woods, here we are, by yourself, then you're not in society. But it could be pretty difficult to live in nature by yourself. You know, there's a few hunters who could do it, you know, like real natural mountain guys, I don't know. It's, you know, you get lonely, it's tough. We have a social need. So pretty much everybody needs society. And even those, you know, mountain people who are gonna live by themselves, they're probably still gonna interact with it at some point. So unfortunately, it's you know, it's not unfortunate. It's just the nature of the world, especially with humanity spread at pretty much every corner of the globe. Society is something we all have to recognize and deal with. So it's probably a good idea to make it better for us, right? And that's what we're getting to. So first, let's talk about rules in society. Just the idea of that. And you know, this is different than laws. And once again, society, not government. That's a different conversation. Society, we're focusing on a community, on many communities next to each other. All the different ideas and people that are interacting all the time. So a rule, for example, and our laws in a society will be reflected by that society and their rules. But here's one example. Parents should take care of their kids. And at some point, it's a law, of course, but there's also different degrees to that. But that's a rule in our society, that parents must take care of their kids. Then there's expectations. Now, an expectation of that is that parents ought to give their best to their kids, right? Because there's, once again, different degrees, and if you're doing a very, very terrible job, you're not doing it at all, that's illegal. But there's lots of different amounts that you can give to your kids. You can, let's say you make $100 in a month or whatever. It's just for easy math. Good boy, Ryger. Well, you can, you know, get your, you can spend $10 on your kids and $90 on yourself, and then that's not really giving your best. Ryger, I think you need water. Come on. Come on, please. Come on. Come on. We gotta bring him over to the water. Come on, come on. That water is seawater over there. He can't drink that water. Though he was, which is why I know he needs water. You know, salt water makes you dehydrated. Oh my gosh. He just keeps falling over. Come on. Conversely, you could spend all $100 on your child and nothing on yourself. Generally, there's, you know, like bills that pay for the house that everybody lives in. That's how a family operates, right? Or community. So that's an expectation people have that is not always met. And that doesn't mean that the house gets raided and the children get taken away from their parents. That's not even necessarily what's best for the child, just because their parents are imperfect and can't give their best. So that brings us to social norms. Social norms in society. So an example sugar cereal, and that's what's sold. That's what's sold to the kids. It's kind of what, you know, affects the social norm of it. Sugar cereal, Captain Crunch, that is not the best choice for children. And regardless of its price, sometimes on sale, I think it's usually pretty overpriced. It just seems like the best for Ryger. I think we're doing a good job. Good boy. Come on, buddy, ready? But that's the norm. So there are many different rules, different expectations, different social norms in every society, and every different society has a different ones of these things. But here's one of the problems that humanity faces, and has always faced, so long as there's been society. These rules, these expectations, these social norms being backwards, being wrong. And what do I mean by backward? Well, society needs order. Without order, there isn't society. Ryger, please calm down. Please. We need to get our backs. Come on. Ah! Good boy. So we have these rules, expectations, and social norms that can be unnatural, or unhealthy, or unjust. And so upholding those rules, pressing those expectations onto others, engaging in that behavior, so it perpetuates the social norm, that creates the people in the society to good job, buddy, to have to experience life in this unnatural way, or to be more unhealthy, or for injustices to happen, for unjust things to happen. For a few examples, keep stuttering, Ryger choking. You're doing a great job. So a few examples of that in U.S. American culture that I would call toxic cultures. How about the normalization of beer, alcohol, cigarettes, sold everywhere, being sold, advertisements of them all over the place. Advertisements are just an example, one piece of the society. You can see that the culture accepts these things because, well, there's a big advertisement of a big billboard driving over a bridge, and there's this giant sign. Turn the TV on, and here's some happy people that are definitely happy because they're putting this poison in their body, and if only you went and got some and put in your body too, then you'd be happy too. And a whole bunch of people are doing it, and if you ask them, then they're gonna say the same thing that TV says. Yeah, that is what I need to be happy. I think it's toxic. Scientifically a poison. So that's unhealthy. That's something that's unnatural. Ryger, let's go, come on. There's money. No one needs money. Human beings existed before money. Society even existed before money. Currency was eventually created. Come on, buddy, come on. So then people, if you ask me, in a very unnatural way, they lose that natural way and start seeing in dollar signs. Start seeing only an economy. That's all that matters. The human heart doesn't matter. Emotions don't matter. Culture doesn't matter. Art doesn't matter. All that matters is money. All that matters is getting more of it. And all that matters, as far as determining other people's value to society goes, is how much money's in their bank account, how much wealth they have. This is called classism. And it's another one of the lies in U.S. American society at least. That society tells us and pushes upon us. Rule, you have to have a job. Well, I guess that's an expectation. And what's the norm? The norm is people are on the street. The norm is people working 3 jobs can barely afford to live in the society that they slave away in. It's slaving away if it's a shitty job. The idea that I have to work at McDonald's and that makes me a better person because I'm contributing to society. Well, if you really, really like McDonald's, then, you know, you can go work there. You get free McDonald's, at least you should. And, you know, you get to be at McDonald's. If you like McDonald's, there you go. I don't like McDonald's. If I had to work at McDonald's, I'm only gonna work at McDonald's if I'm enslaved and forced to work at McDonald's. I absolutely hate that food, and I hate that corporation. I hate what they do to animals. I hate their unhealthy foods. I hate their unnatural foods. If you like it, that's fine. But I don't want any of it. So if I was in a position in life where I couldn't do anything else and my only opportunity was to work at McDonald's, and I had to because I need money to live, to survive, well, that's